It's all about the next generation. What's poppin'? And let's get right to it now. Look, I understand that from like a certain age, you know what I'm saying? A lot of people are going to be stuck in their ways, and it's going to take a lot of time, a lot of experiences for them to even like open up their mind states, you know what I'm saying? To actually see the truth and see the illusions in this world. I understand that, I'm completely aware of that, and I'm aware that every spirit like transforms and awakes when it's ready for it. You know what I'm saying? You cannot force nobody to wake up, basically. You know what I'm saying? To be aware. But that's why I'm saying it's all about the next generation. My hopes, how could I say, like, my trust lies in the next generation. If we set a standard, if we set the bar high, if we show the right morals, the right integrity, etc., etc., to the next generation, this is what they're going to be raised upon. In evil terms, they have a quote, it's called "get them while they're young." And that's what they're doing, corrupting them while they're already young. But we're gonna take that and we're gonna switch that shit up, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna put away all that evil stuff, and we're gonna change it to, we're gonna teach them while they're young. We're gonna lead them while they're young. So we're gonna show them a proper world, a proper way of being between each other and towards themselves. Because kids learn fast. Kids are fast learners. For them, learning comes natural. It's a trait that adults, for some reason, like when they get older, they stop learning, which I don't understand. Every day is a new day to learn something, but that's a whole nother point. But with kids, it's different. They're so open to receiving, to learning and stuff. You know what I'm saying? They want to soak up that information and knowledge. So if we set the bar right, if we raise the standard and we show them the right approach, the right way, the right mind states, like the amount of things they're going to accomplish is like unimaginable. You know what I'm saying? Because like kids these days, not just these days, for centuries, have been raised with like in this world, in a chaotic world, where they're like on survival mode, you know what I'm saying, living in poverty, hard challenges, all kind of crazy life circumstances. If we get rid of that, like if we get rid of all those negative things, they're gonna have so much more space to flourish, you know what I'm saying, from a small age. And their mind is going to be open to new ideas, to new ways of being, to creating new things. You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm saying my hope, my trust lies within the next generation. And that's why we have to set the example. That's why we have to raise the bar for them, so that they know what path they can follow. Because currently we got so many bullshit ass paths that don't lead you to nowhere promising, only lead you to chaotic, dramatic things that not gonna help you evolve as a person. But that's why I'm here, that's why we are here, to change that, to be the voice of reason, to be the voice of integrity, so they can see, wait, no, that's actually the right way to go. And we're gonna show that with enough earth qualities, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna really do this shit in earth, you know what I'm saying, in real life, 3D shit, you know what I'm saying? Not just internally, you know what I'm saying? That's why we have to push it out. Like I said, I don't know how long it's going to take for certain adults and stuff. That is out of my hand. That is only for God to control. But what we especially have to do is put out so much out there for the youngins, for the next generation, for the generations after, so that they can have a blueprint, so they can have a playbook, a guide, because in this world there are no guides really, you know what I'm saying? Where are the real teachers? Like, you're gonna have certain people teaching you about certain stuff, but who's really leading? You know what I'm saying? That's why I said I'm not just here to teach, I'm here to lead. You know what I'm saying? This is what's important for me. Some people are better at teaching, some people are better at leading. And this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna lead them, and we're gonna show them the right morals, the right integrity, the right values: love, compassion, kindness, and respect. I said it a million times, and I'm gonna say it a billion times more, because that's not gonna change. Whatever we then change about the system and the world and the approaches, etc., etc., those values are going to stay. With that being said, like I said, all my trust, all my hope lies within the next generation. You know what I'm saying? I'm so confident in them. I know they will flourish. I know they will reach new you know what I'm saying, they will cross all barriers, you know what I'm saying, reach new ceilings, you know what I'm saying, and go beyond that, you know. I like how I'm envisioning for them is going to be so beautiful, you know, because we can take all those negative things that the human is faced with in this type of system, how we are currently in, we're going to remove that and just let them flourish, you know. With that being said, together we're changing the world. I love you, and let's go.